new live sonar baits from Lucky Craft, new sizes, new colors and custom colors from Raid, and our special drop of the quarterly bento is here. Plus, it's 4th of July, so 4th of July sale is happening. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined this beautiful day by my buddy David. Make it a better day right there, David.
Oh, heck yeah, brother.
Happy Sunday to you guys. Cheers to you guys. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, sir.
I hope you guys are having an amazing holiday weekend. Happy 4th of July weekend to everybody. Griff, even to you. You look sad over there, so cheers. You want a beer?
Nope.
Okay. I thought you were the yes guy.
Nope.
All right. We're off and rolling to a great episode. Again, happy Sunday, guys.
We're chugging these
End of
beers.
episode.
Yeah.
Let's get to the holiday weekend. All right. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. We're going to highlight some new product drops, some pretty dope restocks. Before we get to the product for the week, just a reminder, obviously it's 4th of July weekend. We always run some kind of sale or promo for this weekend. So, you guys have been enjoying the gift card promo, so we're just going to run it through the weekend. So 20% off all gift cards. That way you guys can save them, gift them, spend them on whatever you want in store. So you guys need rods, reels, baits, lines, whatever. Gift cards are good for anything, so you can scoop those up and then you can use them right away or save them or do whatever you want. So that's going to run for the next couple of days, I believe. So you guys can take advantage of that and take advantage of that on anything that we're talking about today as well. So, enjoy that. Let's get right to it, shall we? All right, so last week we shipped out all of the custom bento boxes to our subscribers. So to all of you guys that subscribe, thank you guys very much. On Thursday this week, we posted the video kind of showing everything in the box, and today we are dropping the remaining boxes. So we always hold a few back. Subscriptions sold out, but we always hold about 10% or so back just to make sure shipping delivers, nothing gets crushed, boxes are okay, etc. And once we know that everybody has them, we release the remaining boxes. So today is the day. So if you want this box, this is your chance to get it. I'm not sure exactly how many are left, but I expect them to fly out of here today. So this is a super, super sick box. It's got the star of the show, which is the Megabass one-off color run, is frozen pink back chartreuse. So I think most of you guys have seen it. We've been posting it all over Instagram, but it is in this box in a Karashi, in a Giant Dog X, in a 110, a 110 plus 1. Junior. It's also got, there's a custom grass piece in there. There's a double dose of custom depths in there, a bull shooter, a pulse caw, there's a Blitz SR, there's a drugger. It's a really, really fun box. So those are available right now for you guys. 250 bucks. Of course, you can use the gift card if you want. $50 from every box is donated to sarcoma research. So we are doing that this quarter and next quarter, just to kind of celebrate the life of my sister Noriko, of CJ's brother, and just do whatever we can to raise funds for that. So enjoy the box, available now while supplies last. Have fun with it. All right, while we are kind of on the Megabass topic, some drops that we kind of snuck in today to give you guys a shot. None of these have very big quantities, so I didn't want to advertise them ahead of time. But there are some Ito Vision 110 plus 1 junior colors that we just dropped. So if you guys want to scoop any of these up, you can while supplies last. I believe there's 5 of them, so I'm going to kind of walk through it. SB Purple Zebra in a plus 1 junior. It's a banger, so I definitely scoop that up. We have GP Tequila Shad. Not sure why GG Alien Gold. This was last week's Respect color, but it's in my pile, so I'm just going to mention it. We must have a handful of those left. We've got Hakusai Wakisagi in there, okay, and of course Glitter Ayu in there. So take advantage. The +1 juniors don't come around very often in specialty colors. I don't know why that Haku style Wakasagi, that's what I was staring at. It's gonna be my problem child of the day. So let me fix it just in case. Okay, there we go. Let's take it out of the box.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a dirty color. So everything I just talked about is pretty dirty color. But those are available while supplies last. Again, there's less than 100 a piece of those, so I don't expect those to stick around very long. So if those interest you, I would scoop those up. There's also a handful of some JDM Pop Maxes also. So GLX Secret Flasher, Kasumi Ito, and Matte Black Bone are also available while supplies last. And again, not very big quantities, but again, I didn't advertise them anywhere, so you guys are the first to know that they're there. So if you want to jump on and scoop those up, you guys can now. One more Megabass thing. We mentioned this last week when we dropped the new Karashi colors. The replacement Karashi hooks are in. Okay, so this is a question that we get all the time. Karashi, you know, one of our best-selling Megabass baits now. That tinsel hook on the back is just an amazing hook, but there hasn't really been a true replacement unless you guys are good at tying your own or like to tie your own. But Megabass did run a just a straight replacement tinsel hook. It's the size 10. It's the same hook that comes on the Karashi out of the package. Just the one color, so there's no options to it. Again, I ordered thousands, I got hundreds, so I expect them to go pretty quick. So if that's just a bait that you throw a lot, I would definitely recommend getting replacement trebles. Even for the front treble, you could just do like an Owner ST36 and a size 10 is probably a good option on that. But I would definitely grab replacement hooks for it because they are pretty small and it catches a ton of fish. So there you go. That speaks to you, the tinsel hook replacement for the Karashi. Those are also available now from Megabass. All right, guys, let's jump over to Raid really quick. It's been a while since we've done any Raid inclusions into the What's New, but this is going to be a banger month for Raid. Tons of stuff coming, tons of new things, tons of new colors, tons of restocks on some favorites, rods. Everything will be back in July with Raid. So exciting stuff to come. Today, we have a huge restock across the board, plus a bunch of new colors and new sizes of the Super Fish Roller. Okay, so this is, I would say the Super Fish Roller might even be surpassing Sakamata Shad this year for popularity and strolling. It's right neck to neck, right? So basically, if anybody's strolling, you're probably strolling the Sakamata Shad and the Super Fish Roller. Now, the Super Fish Roller comes in 3 sizes, a 5-inch, a 6.5, and a 7.5. We're also going to introduce 2 smaller sizes today, but first I wanted to talk about some new colors. Okay, so we see 7 new colors come across the board in each one. So I have the 6.5 here in my hand. Just in case you guys aren't familiar with the Super Fish Roller, let's just take one out. This is one of the few baits out of Japan really truly designed with strolling in mind. The Sakamata Shad, even though it's an amazing strolling bait, really wasn't built for strolling, right? Just ended up being a great one. The Super Fish Roller designed to stroll and designed to stroll as easily from shore and not using live scope as from a boat using live scope. Okay, so if you're a shore angler, this is something that, you know, Raid's a kind of a shore-based mentality for casting out and really getting to stroll. But obviously, especially in these larger sizes, it's just been crushing on the scope for a lot of you guys. So it's a taller bait, it's a thicker bait, it's a relatively hollow bait through the center. It's an easy one to rig, so you can rig it, you know, Texas rig or weedless. A lot of guys will rig it on like a strolling head. You can burn it on the surface, you can fish it like a fluke, but putting it on like a Gamakatsu head or an owner head and showing it, really the Super Fish Roller are designed to have big, exaggerated side-to-side strolling movement and be the right buoyancy to where the tail's not sinking, the head's not sinking. It's just really just kind of a fluid, easy movement as it goes along, okay? So 7 new colors in the 6.5. You guys are looking at Kiwami Purple Wakasagi, which is part of their fish skin lineup. Now, in the Super Fish Rollers, they come in a fish skin pattern and just a regular pattern. The fish skin are all hand painted. Okay, so they're more expensive. It's kind of like getting a real print in like the Sakamata shad or anything else. So, the fish skin ones are more, but they're beautiful. So let's just walk through these colors really quick. So you have Kiwami, purple Wakasagi in my hand. I made a mess already, so let's see if I can keep this organized, okay? And then just to give you an idea, the same colors are gonna be in the 7.5s, okay? In the 5-inchers, in the small ones that we're going to talk about in a second. So if you like any of the colors, 7.5s are back as well. Okay, so there's that one. Thank you, Griff, for the basket. There is Kiwami Hasu, which it's a Hasu color, but out here in the US, we're going to use it as kind of like a baby bluegill pattern. Okay, so it's got those bars, stripes. It could be a perch pattern, baby bluegill. That's a super dope one. Okay, stained gold is a new one. This is going to be kind of like a golden shiner type color. It's almost like a green pumpkin back, clearish silver belly with like some gold flakes. So don't even be afraid to throw it as a baby bass pattern, anything like that. It could work great. We have Kiwami Blue Wakasagi. Okay, so similar to that purple one, but with a bluish hue. We have Flash Wakasagi, which is kind of a purple, almost a take on Zako, just doesn't have the pearl. Okay, so it's kind of that purple back, kind of smoky belly, just a super sexy color on that one. We have Magical Wakasagi. Okay, it's kind of like a good gizzard shad kind of color. So it's got that pearl essence on the bottom and then the greenish on the back. Yep, just let me do it. Everything else look okay?
Everything looks great,
all right.
Yep.
All right, good. And then we have Huron, which is kind of like just another natural kind of clear, transparent color, smoky eye. So 7 really banger colors, plus a return of all the colors that you guys love normally, like your Zakos and everything else are back from Raid in the super fish roller. So 5-inch, 6.5, 7.5 super fish rollers back plus new colors. Now, here's something really exciting. Let's talk about the new sizes. All right, so while the trend for a lot of guys, especially you boat guys, you scoping guys, the trend is to go into the bigger baits, the 6.5s, the 7.5s, right? That's really where we're seeing the industry shift. We're also seeing a resurgence on the opposite end, right? So the 5-inch trolling bait has kind of been the standard now for the last couple years. So we're seeing those larger baits get popular. We're also seeing the smaller baits get popular. So we have 2 new sizes in super fish roller this week. There's a 4.2 and a 3.5. Okay, so we're getting 2 smaller sizes. Now the 4.2 is still going to be totally strollable on all your jig heads. So if you guys are, range rollers or horizon heads or whatever, totally easy to just add to the heads you've got. As we start getting down into 3.5, you could, but you're probably going to want to go a little bit smaller, or you're going to maybe want to hover stroll this. You can drop shot it, of course, but it just gives you a smaller size that's much more finessey. Now, if you guys follow Japanese bass fishing, the trend over the last couple months has been to even get into like 1-inch size stuff. So I have a feeling that over the next 6-8 months, we're going to see a lot more strolling baits coming into these smaller sizes. But the same colors are going to be available in these. Plus, we are launching a new custom color in those 2 new sizes. So the 3.5, the 4.2, and the 5-inch super fish roller, we are launching a brand new color called Ghost Shad. Okay, so this is the first drop of it. It's going to be exclusively here at the Hookup Tackle. Ghost Shad is a color that I've actually been working with Raid on for about 1.5 years. It is a pretty straightforward color. It's Ghost Shad, right? So it should be transparent. But what's special about this color is, again, because everything is hand painted, when the light hits it, it's kind of a full-bodied shad pattern. Okay, so it's kind of a silver pearl all the way around it. It's got that little bit of a blue pearl hit on the shoulder, the black top, the shad dot. But when you hold it up to the light and the light goes through it, it goes transparent. So it turns into a really clear shad with just a black back, little shad dot. It's incredibly natural. So if you guys are fishing around heavily pressured fish, this is going to be a killer color. Now we will make it in the larger sizes eventually as well. but today we have it officially dropping just to kind of introduce the 2 new sizes, okay? So the 3.5 super fish roller, 4.2 super fish roller, 5-inch super fish roller in ghost shad. Those are available right now. All right, then just kind of to round out the raid combo, regular fish rollers are also back. Okay, so all colors are back, plus a lot of those same new colors that we talked about in the super fish roller are also going to be in the plain fish roller. Okay, so if you guys like just a straight 4-inch fish roller, which a lot of you guys do, those are back as well. So all the key colors plus the new colors, and all of those new colors, like the Hasu color, looks amazing in the smaller bait, right? So it looks just like a little bluegill. Here's the Kiwami Purple Wakasagi, right? So you got just a little bit different hit on them in these baits, but those return as well. So this is it. This is your weekend to scoop up. If you want strolling baits, if you want jig head minnow stuff, this is the time to get it. Oh, I forgot to mention that in the 4-inch, there's also the Shikoku color, which is a black back and kind of clearish belly on the bottom. So if you guys wanted more of a darker pattern, which might be really popular for some of you Great Lakes guys, you know, it's a great kind of leech pattern, goby pattern, and straight black minnow is always a good idea as well. So there you go, available from Raid. Let's jump over to Lucky Craft. A couple new drops this week from Lucky Craft, and a revitalization of one of our favorite baits this week from Lucky Craft. So pretty exciting week. So let's start with the new stuff. Now, we have done a lot of conversations, I feel like the last year, with the Lucky Craft Wander. Okay, so the Wander is a minnow-shaped bait designed to have a shimmy fall. A lot of you guys use it as a kind of burning bait on the surface, or throwing at herring, or just kind of letting it shimmy down walls. Well, Lucky Craft wanted to build a version that really was great for scope, where you get depth control, you could still get the shimmy fall, but in sizes that were better to control, okay? So this is the official release of the Wander Blade in the 80SS and 70SS size. Now this is a bait that they've done previously in larger sizes. So it's been on the market in some bigger sizes. It's been a great bait for saltwater, for striper guys, for fishing deep. But these new sizes are perfect for controlling the bait. They show up great on scope. So these could be really, really fun lures for you guys to add to your arsenal. This is the 80. Let's spec it out really quick for you guys. So obviously it's 80 millimeters, 17 grams. Okay, so you're looking at about 5/8 of an ounce. The 70 size, let me spec that one out. 70 millimeters, 7 grams, so about 1/4 ounce. Okay, so pretty big difference in weight, but just depending on what you need. So again, this bait is going to be designed to cast like a rocket. You can just straight retrieve it, or you can let it kind of shimmy fall down. But the addition of that blade for the straight retrieves and for the shimmy fall down just gives you a little bit more control over the depth, a little extra flash. I think it's something you guys would be into. Now, 6 colors in this, in both sizes, okay? So the same colors are gonna be in both sizes. So you were just looking at the MSMJ herring there in that one. So that's gonna be, again, in the 80 and the 70. We've got MH chartreuse shad. And again, that's gonna be in both. So that's the half metallic chartreuse shad. You have zebra aurora black. Okay, just a pretty straightforward aurora black color. And then, of course, you're going to have chrome and ghost minnow. I think I said there was 6 colors, there's 5. So math, not a strong point of mine. So there you go, 5 colors in the Wander Blade. Those are available now. All right, and then jumping over to kind of a refresh of an old standby. This is the FAT CB BDS 2 is back on the market, plus a couple new colors. Okay, so I'm holding Misty Shad in my hand, which is one of the new colors. The FAT BDS 2 is just an amazing grass crankbait. Okay, so if you guys have been around for a long time, you've been throwing Lucky Craft baits, chances are you probably have a spring craw or a chartreuse shad in your box. It's 62 millimeters, 14 grams, so it's a ½ ounce bait. It's designed to swim 2, 3, 4 foot, cuts through grass amazingly well. So this is a great summertime crankbait if you guys fish anywhere tidal, where you get those kind of weed edges, or you fish any lakes that have like aquatic vegetation where there's an edge to it. This is a great one for putting right up into the grass and kind of ripping out. I think you guys will really dig it. But there's a ton of colors in this. So, you know, usually when Lucky Craft re-releases, they do 2 or 3 colors, but this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 11 colors total. So tons of options from bluegills to shads. So check that out. That's FAT CB BDS 2. Those are back from Lucky Craft. All right, one more Lucky Craft thing. In the Q1 BENto, we did a custom run of Orange Night Tiger in the LV500 and Pointer 78DD. Okay, it's kind of like a Shibuken Tiger kind of spin from Megabass. A lot of you guys have been asking for some darker colors in the Flash Minnow 110, which is an amazing saltwater bait. Okay, amazing halibut bait, amazing surf bait. So we decided just to try it in the Flash Minnow 110. So it's kind of a one and done deal. I only made 100 pieces, so there's not a lot of them. But I figured it would be something different than what you guys are probably showing them now. So if that's a color that speaks to you, it might have some game. I know a lot of you guys like the whites and the sardines, but I know a lot of you guys probably do some night fishing as well in the surf. So this is basically just a matte black. It's got kind of a goldish orange belly. It's got some kind of, you know, goldish tiger stripes, and then it fades into kind of like a bluish scaled back on the top with the red eye. So a very cool color. I think that will do, I think you'll have fun with that bait. So if it speaks to you, like I said, it's a one and done, just more of a trial to see if it's something you guys are into, but those are available now from Lucky Craft. All right, let's jump over to OSP. There's gonna be a lot more raid next week. There's gonna be some more Lucky Craft next week. There's gonna be more OSP next week, but we've got some cool OSP this week. How about a brand new scissor from OSP?
We actually just tried that today too.
It's dope.
Oh man.
Yeah. So this has been in the works for a long time. Look, it's a pair of scissors. I know it's not overly exciting, but it's a really good pair of scissors.
Oh
okay?
yeah.
So it's available in 3 colors. So it's available in this red, in this orange, and then kind of this baby blue. It's a super compact. It is a serrated stainless steel. Okay, so it's designed with larger finger holes. So if you guys are wearing sun gloves or even winter gloves, there's still the ability to be able to reach your fingers in there and get it. They're super sharp. Okay, so whether you're cutting through super thin braid, like I love them for my leader connections when I'm using spinning rods. The serrated edge helps just grab the braid and then cut through. But even the larger braid sizes, they're great. Okay, so again, it's a pair of scissors. There's not much to say other than they're really good. Okay,
oh, yeah.
So it's a good pair. They look dope, and they're super compact, easy to carry, easy to fit in pretty much anything. So $24.99. Of course, again, if you guys want to take advantage of the gift card deal, scoop up a gift card, and you'd be able to take advantage of that and pick them up for 20% off. So those are available now. Probably a one-time offering for now. We may see these come back again next year, but just based on production and what I'm seeing, I'm gonna guess it's kind of just more of a promo thing that they're doing. But for now, they are available. All right, huge restock plus some new sizes and new colors in OSP jigs. Now, literally for like a year and a half, somebody in the comments, every what's new, when are Hunts Jigs coming? Okay, so they are finally back. Okay, now Hunts Jigs, Zero One Jigs, all the jigs from OSP are back in stock now. These became a problem because the factory that was making most companies' jigs actually went out of business last year. That's why you saw such a shortage of OSP jigs, Craft jig, jigs just started evaporating, right? So now they are back, okay? So new sizes in the Zero One. There's a new 5 gram size, new colors in the Hunts Jig. So these are just great all-around jigs. The Hunts Jig's a staple for me. It's kind of a ball head football hybrid. It's just a compact jig. It works great with the 3-inch Dolive Craw or the 4-inch Dolive Craw, which we restocked last week. So tons of colors to mix and match in there. So if you guys have been waiting on those are all back from OSP this week. All right, quick restock. Not a big restock. I grabbed the last of what they had, but this was one of our best-selling shirts that we really have ever had. This is the Owner Retro Mermaid shirt. It's been sold out in most sizes, but it's back in all the sizes now. Okay, so if you missed out or you just want to pick up another one, I think they're only like 15 bucks too. They're pretty inexpensive. They've got that retro Owner logo with the mermaids. It's pretty dope. Just the one color. It's blue. It's cotton. It's US sizes. So you know, probably going to shrink, but just, you know, keep that in mind. So those are available now. Jump over to IMA really quick, and then I have an oddball thing that I'm going to end with today. So big restock week from IMA, plus some new color drops in a couple different options. Okay, so the IMA Glide Fluke is a bait that's been one of our better selling baits for a long time. It's a very easy bait to move. It's more like a jerk bait that's shaped like a swim bait, but it glides back and forth very, very easily. We've got new color drops in these, plus all the old colors are back as well. But there's a new Ghost Minnow color that they haven't had before. There's a new Tennessee Shad color. And so these are available in two sizes, the 125 and the 178. They did a great job on those. And then there's also that dude, which is Ghost Sexy Shad. Okay, so kind of a more transparent color. So if you guys are looking for just a great priced, easy to use little glide slash jerk swim bait, this is a good one. Okay, basically a hard fluke. So those are in from IMA. All right, a bait that I know a lot of you guys, this is a staple for all you herring guys. This is the IMA Skimmer Grande. Okay, so it's 125 millimeters. I know the Chrome Skimmer Grande is like in 100% of boats' boxes. They are back in stock. So it's been a while since we've had them, but they're in stock and in time for herring season. There's also 6 new colors in this guy, so I'm gonna walk through those as well. So Ghost Sexy Shad, which we just looked at. A true Ghost Minnow. All right, this guy, this is Blue Head Black Back Ghost. That's a long name for that, but it looks good. Okay, so good looking bait there. Ghost Chartreuse Herring. Baby Bass. It's an okay baby bass. All the other colors have been pretty dope. That one's all right. And then clear. Okay, so if you guys are fans of the Skimmer Grande, this is a great one. This is a really good bait. You can move it really fast. It's a great herring topwater. Okay, so if you guys are fishing open water schoolies, this is a really good one to have in your lineup. So those are in from IMA. All right, let's end today with kind of an off-the-wall offering.
Oh, man.
Okay, so, you know, as you guys know, about every 6 weeks, I'm back in Japan, 6 weeks here, 2 weeks there, back and forth all the time. And, you know, I'm always getting asked, you know, hey, if you see this, bring this back. Or if you see any of these, bring it back. And for the most part now, it's mostly like snacks and food and oddball stuff. Labubu's has been the latest thing. You have any idea what that is, David?
What is
that? It's a stupid fucking stuffed animal that you got to wait in line for 3 hours.
You're kidding.
No, it's ridiculous. So, anyways, if people have kids, they'll know what I'm talking about. If they don't, they think I'm out of my mind. But probably the most asked question of things that can I find for them is knives. So Japan is, you know, famous for their swords, obviously. And many years ago, Japan stopped production of swords, and all the sword factories turned into knife factories. So this is something that I think is super cool. And if you guys ever get a chance, whether you're in the Gifu area or the Sky City area, you can tour a lot of these old like sword factories that are now making knives. So I thought, you know, enough people have been asking. I'm just curious. I'm gonna bring them in and see if any of you guys, if there's anything that's interesting to you, and if it is, I can keep bringing these in. If it's not, no big deal. But I think they're cool, and I think a lot of you guys think they're cool. So I went to the Masamune Sword Factory and got together with the owner and said, hey, what's a collection of knives that fishermen would like? And he basically assembled these for me. So these are available, and these are all handmade in Japan. The majority of them will have like a bamboo handle on them. They have...
Do you mind? Yeah.
I'll do whatever. Just don't ask me to take it out because I don't want to cut my finger off. Okay. And these are available in stainless steel as well as carbon steel. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the difference, stainless steel is going to be your most versatile. It's going to be your most user-friendly. Okay, so it's going to resist rust if you if you're like me and you don't really like, you just want to use it and put it up and not, you know, oil it and sharpen it and everything, the stainless steel is great. The carbon is going to be the sharpest. Okay, so the carbon is going to give you the sharpest, but you're going to have to take care of it. You have to oil it, you're going to have to sharpen it, and make sure, you know, dry it off, make sure it doesn't rust. So these are available in, you know, quite a few different blade styles, from, you know, sashimi knives to pei knives to, you know, dough knives. So all kinds of different assortments. They're $49.99. Okay, so I think they're priced well for a handmade, like super dope knife. So, you know, we all eat, right? So, you know, most of us cook. I DoorDash mostly. But, you know, if you're into this stuff, it might be a really cool addition for you to do. So I'm just curious. So again, they're available. You guys can kind of browse through the selection and see what you like. And if you like it, then we'll go back to the sword factory and we'll bring more and keep it coming. So if you guys have questions on them, I'm fairly knowledgeable after being at the factory and going through with the owner, and I can certainly point you in the right directions. But I know we have a lot of chefs that watch this, so I'm sure you guys are much more knowledgeable than I am. But while supplies last, those are available now. All right, guys, and for today, that is a wrap. Let's get to celebrating the end of this holiday weekend, shall we? David, favorite item of the day?
Has to be the nice Masamune no Shu, dude.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a cool addition. So I hope some of you guys find that cool as well. If not, it's not hurting my feelings. I think they're cool, and obviously, honestly, my staff's probably gonna buy them all. Anyways, Griff, did you already buy them all? 2. Oh, Griff only bought 2. Really? Right. This is okay. Yeah. Well, so hurry. Okay. Did you have a favorite thing of the episode?
Yeah,
the knives also. Okay.
No,
dude.
3-inch fish roller was my favorite.
Dude, you love that little hover shot,
Yeah.
like 3-inch fish roller size.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be for you. And there's a lot of weirdos like you out there. I think that smaller super fish roller is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah. So, you know, dude, there was a lot of bangers this time. The new colors in Raid are really killer, but you know, of course, I'm gonna love the custom bento box. So I hope you guys pick that up, and I hope you guys enjoy everything in there. It's really, you know, it's so fun for me to put those together. So, look, if you have questions on anything that we dropped today, drop a question down below, and I will get an answer for you. Or, of course, I put my Instagram handle in the beginning of every episode so that you guys can find me on Instagram basically 24 hours a day. So happy to answer questions, happy to go down rabbit holes and do whatever I can to make sure you guys are having success in the water and having a good time. So on behalf of myself and Griff and David and everybody here at the Hookup Tackle guys, thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for giving us time on your Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Happy July 4th weekend. Be safe, hug your family, catch a big fish, drink a delicious Orion. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I will see you again next week. For now, it's peace out, okay? Peace. Cheers, guys. See ya. See ya, bro.
See you, brother.